here with Ali Hepher. Ali, Ignacio Mieres is leaving the club. Tell me a bit more about that.
Well, he's just, he obviously wants to play a little bit more rugby than he's been getting this year. It's a tough situation. We've got some quality fly halves, and unfortunately he hasn't really had the game time that he would have wanted. So, it's important from our perspective that we obviously push through with Stino's been going fantastically well. We've got Henry Slade, who are both contracted next year. Miles Dorian's out of contract this year, and obviously Nacho, he just wants more rugby. So he's a ambitious guy and wants to play for Argentina, and realises that maybe with the lack of game time he's going to struggle to push on into that international team.
As far as contracts are concerned, Ignacio was obviously contracted until the end of next season. What's the situation there? Was the ban out his contract? How does that work?
No, it's just a case of we're doing what's best for the player at the end of the day. If he's not necessarily happy with the situation here, it's difficult for us, and we'd rather guys that are ambitious. We want people like Nacho to be ambitious, but unfortunately he wants to really, he wants to push his claims for the international scene. So we're really. We could have kept him, but we don't want players here who don't fancy being here. So it's important for us that we have a look at the situation now. As I say, we've got 2 cracking 10s here for next year, and we just got to look at our recruitment now.
You say look at the recruitment. Does that from my implication of that means you'll look to bring in another 10, because obviously Gareth is very experienced, but underneath that Henry, a very talented young player but hasn't got the experience, and Miles Dorian hasn't played too many games if you do keep him at Premiership level.
Yeah, we're thinking about it at the minute. We're taking up time, making sure we get the right people in. If we do bring in, obviously we need more than 2. So we're just assessing what's out there at the moment. As I say, Stino's gone fantastically well this year, and Henry is a hell of a talent. And at some stage, we've got to give that talent a platform to perform.
Obviously you'll be looking at players to obviously bring in and cover for Stino, who I guess will be number 1 choice unless the new player's even better. How far are you down that road on identifying targets at number 10?
Well, we've constantly been in the market. We're always looking at what's available. But as I say, we're going to take our time with it. We don't need to rush into anything. We've still got plenty of time. There are still good quality players out there, and as I say, we don't really classify it as they're 1, 2 or 3. It's more who's performing at the time. So we'll wait and see. Whoever starts pre-season well and performs through pre-season and the games, we'll get the shirt by the time next season comes.
You obviously have Ignacio here for the rest of this season, and how difficult is that then, having a player who knows that they're going to be leaving the club come the end of the season? Is it difficult to motivate them? What's your experience of that been in the past?
No, I think the guys here, we've got good quality guys. There's always a turnover of people out of contract. There's several others obviously out of contract as well. What you rely on is the guys, their own characters, and we like to think we've got a lot of good characters here. And if those guys want to impress in whatever situation, they've only got to this place by performing when they need to. So, anyone that's out of contract needs to perform to be able to, whether it's finding another club or impress us enough to earn another contract. So there's plenty to play for, and we're ambitious as a squad and a group, and we want all the guys on board and pushing in the right direction.